All right, what's up, everybody? I am back with another response video. This one is going to be for Grand Deluxe officials. I said, could you do Orlando, Florida, local runs, and like Orlando to Georgia or to South Carolina long hauls? So I think what we'll do is just put Florida in as the search. Oh, that's Metro Lose. That is a Certus's low board right there. But let's go. Let's put Florida in as the search, the state of Florida. And nope, 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 nope. He said Orlando. I'm sorry. So Orlando. Orlando. Then we'll come down here to the destinations. We're gonna put Florida. You can put South Carolina. So imagine you're trying to run up the coast. And we'll put Georgia. And we will start off with, let's do, how many things did it do? 580 here. We're going to break that down definitely. Otherwise this video will be the longest crap. So we're going to do an open trailer. I'm assuming you got an open trailer. Opera, yeah, operable vehicles, and then we're going to do $1 a mile at least. And it's looking like they got some pretty decent ones out here for local. Got some $2 a mile stuff. We might break this down a little bit. We'll see though. Matter of fact, we will break it down. Make sure we got no semis in here. So we'll go cars, pickups, SUVs, and vans. Usually that's what most of everybody, well, that didn't take too many out, but it'll work. So might highlight some of these. We got a 2007 Maserati. I don't even know what that is. It looked like a quadruport, or quadruport. It's from Apopka, Florida to Daytona Beach, Florida. Seems to be a local run, 57 miles. It's paying $100, $1.75 a mile. That's pretty decent. 2007, that's going to be the same thing. So, oh no, I got that open. Okay, so we got United Road, which is Holly. I'm trying to get them to pull up, but I can't get them to pull up. I can actually show you this site. It's 2019 Mini convertible. It's going to be from Cocoa, Florida to Orlando. Not too far out. I've been there a couple times before. $75, 34 miles, so it's paying $2.21 a mile. United Road, you got another Cocoa to Orlando. You can match those up. You get 150 at that point because this one is 75 also. Same thing, 34 miles, $2.21 a mile. It's 2018 Ford Edge. 2016 Chevy Sparks. Utis, I'm assuming Florida to Sanford, Florida. $55, 27 miles. It's $2.04 a mile. Haines City, Florida to Maitland, Florida. $75, 53 miles, $1.42 a mile. It's a 2016 VW GTI. I'm interested to see how much Florida is paying going out of Florida because most of these are paying good because they're local. If you're in the car market, freight market, usually you try to stay away from Florida or hit the top or hit the middle somewhere around Orlando to try to get out of Florida because Florida, man, you might get a little money going in, but coming out in there, in the past with Florida, you don't get paid much coming out of Florida. So, you know, Florida is hit and miss. Last time I looked this up, I think they were hidden. This time, let's see what's going on with it. All right, so you got 2020 Lincoln Corsair. Lady Lake, Florida to Newport Richey, Florida. $125, 88 miles, 142. 2023 Mercedes Benz. This has got to be a van. In most cases, when they post one first class auto, usually those are, no, this is C class. Okay. Um, Lakeland, Florida to West Palm Beach, Florida. Been to both of those. $310, 195 miles, $1.59 per mile. It's not bad. 2018 Ford F-150, Lakeland to Okie. It's going to be $75, 58 miles, $1.29 per mile. I would not take that. That's a F-150 truck. You're going to hear me say it many times because I'm trying to beat it in the heads of everybody that looks at these videos. That's a F-150. It's a pickup truck. They should be paying at least $1.50, if not $2 a mile for a pickup truck because it's heavier, and it's going to take up more real estate on your trailer. So definitely make sure you're getting paid better for those trucks. Don't be taking those trucks unless, now I understand if you're trying to get home, something of that nature, and there's absolutely nothing else up there and you're trying to pay for some fuel, that might be understandable. But as a trip, just to be going out taking cheap freight, or cheap vehicles, no. 2017 Mazda, um, Lakeland, Florida to Tampa, Florida, $77. It's 40 miles. It's paying $1.93 a mile. Lakeland to Tampa again, but this is going to be RCG Logistics. It's going to be a 2012 Honda CVR, or Honda CRV, excuse me. It's paying $100. That's not bad. It's 36 a mile, and they're pretty good too about these local posts and getting them paid out. So it's 36 miles, $2.78 a mile. We'll do that all day. Come back to United Road. They have another one in Lakeland going to Tampa. You can match all three of those actually if you can get them all going at the same time. You definitely be able to get these two going at the same, but you'll have to call RC Logistics to see what you can do with them. You got a 2020 Chrysler Pacifica, $75, 40 miles, $1.88 per mile. 2017 Nissan Frontier. It's going to be Longwood, Florida to Sanford, Florida. It's $45. It's going 12 miles and it's paying $3.75 a mile. You got a 2004 Chevy Silverado, New Samaria Beach, Florida to Apopka. I don't know if I be saying this right because I done been there before too. Apolloka, Florida is $350, 238 miles, $1.47 a mile. Chevy Silverado, I don't know, it's close to that $1.50 a mile. So, I might would take it if I had something good to make up for the rest that I would like in there, but it's not bad. It's around that $1.50 mark. But at the same time, if you could find something, a better option, I would go with a better option because again, it's heavy, it's going to take up real estate. And of course, you can always call and ask for more money. And I've done that many times. 2012, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. If they won't, you got to have your bottom line if you're going to take it or if you're not going to take it. I had bottom line prices out there that I would take, that I wouldn't take. Again, a pickup truck, I'm not taking that for less than $1.50. In many cases, again, unless I'm going home or there's no other option. $1.47, that's close enough to play around because you can make it up with another vehicle. And especially if you got a 3-car hauler or a 4-car hauler, it wouldn't be as bad. You can take a few small hits as long as the other vehicles are making up for it. But if you just got a 2-car hauler or 1-car hauler, you got to be on your game. 2012 Nissan Titan, Okie to Sanford, $35, 30 miles, $1.17 a mile. That's not worth it. That's a pickup truck. It's taking up real estate, and They're only paying $35. Not even worth the time to load it up. 2018 Jeep Wrangler. So Okie to Orlando. $45 is 20 miles and it's $2.25 a mile. The local stuff is looking good as far as rate per mile, but one thing you have to think about too is, you know, your time and loading up. That local stuff can, it can look really decent. Now, if you got a 3 car hauler again or a 4 car hauler doing that local stuff, it's not bad because it can start to add up real quick. But, you drive um, to one location, you got to go in that location, you got to get paperwork signed and get the key and find the person who's doing the signature. You got to take pictures. Some people out here that don't take pictures, that's not smart. You definitely need to take pictures on every car that you pick up so that you'll have documentation in case they come along later and say that you damaged it somehow. And you look at the picture and be like, negative, the damage was already there. You'll be covered. You'll be good. I don't know what this is. Just popped up, to get off there. But if you think about the time that it takes to do all that, sometimes picking up these, like that last one was $35. This one is $45. Although it's paying good per mile, um, sometimes it's not worth it because of the amount of time that it takes, and sometimes it is. It just depends on how many you can load up at a time. But if you're a 1 car hauler and, you know, I don't know if that $45 would be worth your time if you can go ahead and get something else that's going a little bit further, that's paying a little bit more. Because either way, picking up a vehicle that you can make $200 off of and one that you can make $45 off of, it's going to take the same amount of time to get pictures, to get it loaded, and so on and so on. And sometimes when you get to these dealerships, they are not in a rush to get to you or get the keys that you need, and so on and so on. So just think about it. 2020 Mazda Oki to Largo. This is for turn time transport. They're pretty good. $150, 108 miles, 139 per mile. Not bad. Like, that's a perfect example of 1 car hauler. Is picking up an Oki. The other one was picking up an Oki. It's $45 versus $150. Yeah, you are going some more on the mileage, but you have to figure out what's going to be best for you or how you want to operate. That local can kill you as far as time, but you get to be in your bed every night and all that good stuff. But local ain't bad either if you can stack them. If you can get as many as you can on your trailer, 3, 4 of them at a time, or either 2 of them at a time. It's not bad. It's just it can be time consuming. All right, 2024 Ford F350. United Road, I would definitely call them and ask for more money because they definitely got it. Orlando to Fort Myers, Florida. They're paying $202, 173 miles, and they're only trying to pay $117. Now, mind you, this is 2021-24 Ford F350. It's going to be long and it's going to weigh a lot. Take up a lot of real estate, and it's going to weigh at least 7,000 pounds. So you need to be getting paid for it. 2023 Ford Escape. United Road again. They got quite a few up here. Matter of fact, the next few, all of the rest of this page looks like to be United Road, but we'll run through them real quick. Orlando to Bartow. They're paying $122, 60 miles, $2.03 a mile. 2023 Ford F550. Orlando to Bartow. 122, 60 miles, same thing. It's $2.03 a mile. These right here, they probably would be worth it if you can. Now you're gonna have to have a CDL if you're gonna match both of them, because obviously this 2024 is probably gonna be a 350. It's 7,600 pounds, and I'm sure this F550 is gonna be somewhere around the same thing. Now, if you can match both of those, drive 60 miles, you just made $244. If you can get something coming back, you're good. And they appear to have quite a bit in this area right here, so I'm sure you would be able to. United Road again is going to be for the rest of this page. It looks like you got Orlando to Lake Wales. No, I skipped one. 2024 Chevy Tahoe, Orlando to Winter Haven, Florida. Um, $62 is 59 miles. I wouldn't take that. I would ask for more money because a Tahoe is just like a pickup truck. It has a lot of real estate, unless it's the short body, but it still has weight. But for $1.05, they can do better than that. Believe me, United Road can definitely do better than that. I told the story one time out here to make it short. I had a driver to take a truck from Florida to Little Rock, Arkansas. The truck was paying pretty good. It was paying, I think, 700. I think it was around about $1.50, $2 a mile, somewhere in that area. And he didn't do right up there. Wasn't taking pictures properly. Signatures. Problem with drivers. That's a whole nother video there. And get there, and the lady called me after the trip, or not directly after, but after I sent in the BOL, and she said, "Hey, the signature is missing up there." So, we went back and forth a couple of times. She said she needed a signature. I told her I wasn't the driver. I got to try to get in touch with the driver, so and so on. In so many words, she was like, I can't see it, but you can read between the lines. I just need a signature. I was like, okay, I got you. I copy. I'm running you. I get off the phone, sign the paper, send it in on email. But before I did, she made a mistake and sent me the entire sheet of what it was. They charged that person $1,475 or $85 or something of that nature, and they only kicked out 700 and something of it. So they kept half of it, in which that's what most of these brokers are doing. So don't be afraid to ask for more money. And although that vehicle was paying pretty decent, that was $700 left on the table. Now, I ain't trying to count their pockets because I know they need to get paid too. But at the same time, the same token, you shouldn't be taking half of a payout, especially when the driver's out there burning oil, tires, fuel, sleeping out there on the road, and all that type stuff. So, always ask for more money. Don't just take the first thing that you see up here. You can get more money out of them. All right, 2024 Ford Super Duty. This is another truck. Wouldn't take it. It's Orlando to Lake Wales, $80, 63 miles, $1.27 a mile. Not worth your time. Call them, ask for more money. Orlando to Bartow, 2021 Ford F-250. Again, $83, 60 miles, $1.38 a mile. Call them, ask for more money. You can get it. 2021, 24 Ford F-350. I don't know why I keep saying 2021. Orlando to Bartow, $83. Nope. Same thing, 60 miles, $1.38. Call, ask for more money. The same thing is going to be for the next one. Orlando to Bartow. It's a truck again. Super Duty, 83, 60 miles, and it's $1.38 a mile. Ask for more money. Then we're going to have the same thing posted again. Orlando to Bartow, $83, 60 miles, $1.38. Ask for more money because that's a truck again. And apparently, if they're posting this up here, that means somebody in that area has been taking these for $1.38. It's not worth it. They're too heavy. Wear and tear on your trailer, the real estate that they take up, not worth it. Get more money out of them. And the reason why you say it, because sometimes you might see a little Honda Civic or Mitsubishi Mirage. I haven't seen them up here paying $2, $3 a mile. Those things you can't. I mean, you can't even feel them on your trailer, right? You can almost pick them up with your hands, but you can pay me $2 for that, but you're only going to pay me $1 and some change for a truck. Don't make sense. Make sure you're getting paid your worth. 2024 Lincoln Navigator, Orlando to Winter Haven. Again, this is United Road, $77, 44 miles, $1.75 a mile. Right there. You're going to pay me $1.38 for a big truck that's 7,600 pounds. This one is 5,900 pounds. Difference in weight, but you're going to pay me more to take this one than you will for a truck. Both of them 2024s. Don't make sense. Orlando to Bartow, again with these trucks, 83, 60 miles, $1.38 a mile. Ask for more money. This one is Orlando to Winter Haven. It's a 2021 Ford F-250. $77, 44 miles. This one is paying $1.75 a mile. They're paying a little bit more for this truck. For Super Duty again, Orlando to Lake Wales, $80, 63 miles, $1.27. Ask for more money. We're back to the Orlando Bartow. It's a 2024 Ford Super Duty. I imagine this one is going to be a dually. It's 8,100 pounds. For those that are in the non-CDL world, that's your cap right there, pretty much, unless you can find a little baby vehicle. Because I don't care what trailer you have, unless it's one of those lightweight trailers. And I mean lightweight. Trailer weighs about 4,000 pounds or something of that nature. Average trailer is going to be weighing somewhere around about 6,000 pounds. So, non-CDL, you're going to be somewhere capped off around what 10,000 pound mark. So it's like if you throw 8,100 pounds on your truck and you're only getting paid $1.38 to take it, you're losing. You're not even paying for fuel at that point. In most cases. Orlando to Bartow again. You got another Super Duty. This one is 7,600 pounds. $83, 60 miles, $1.38. Ask for more money. United Road. You got Orlando to Winter Haven. 2021 Ford Escape. Now, look at the difference. 3,400 pounds is $53, 44 miles, and they're paying $1.20 a mile. That's more like it. But even then, you still want some more if you can get more. We're back to Orlando and Bartow for the next 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the next 4, we're back at Super Duties. One again is 8,100 pounds. The other one is 7,600 pounds. They're paying $83 for all 4, 60 miles on all 4, and $1.38 for all 4. Ask for more money. You can get it. Orlando to Winter Haven. It's a 2023 Ford F-150, $53, 44 miles, $1.20 a mile. Would not take it. It's a pickup truck. Get more money. And again, we're back to these Orlando and Bartows for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for the next 9 that are listed up here, or rather, let's say 8, because that one is different. You got some Ford Super Duties. I see 250s and 350s, but they're all 8 are paying $83, 60 miles, and they're paying $1.38 a mile. Ask for more money, you can get it. This one is a little different. It's a 2021 Ford F550. They probably had some trouble with somebody taking it, so they relisted it. Orlando to Bartow. It's going to be $122 this time, 60 miles, and they're paying $2.03 a mile. Now, you saw one earlier that was a 2021 Ford F550. They were only paying $83, 60 miles, $1.38 a mile. For this one, right, same location, same pickup, same drop, they're paying, and same truck, they're paying $122, 60 miles, $2.03 a mile. Believe me, they got it. Call and ask for it. Orlando to Lake Wales, got another Super Duty, big boy, 8,100 pounds. They're paying $117, 63 miles, and it's $1.87 a mile. We're back to Orlando and Bartow. And it's another Super Duty. They're paying $122 again, 60 miles, $2.03 a mile. Orlando to Lakeland, $62 is 50 miles, and it's $124. $124. That would be great. I'll go to Florida and take that myself. It's $1.24 a mile. All right, so that's kind of how your local is looking. United Road seems to be taking over because all of these are United Roads, so the rest of them are going to be much of the same. You got some of these Orlandos to Sanfords up here again. You got a ton of them up there I'm looking at on this second page, and all of them are $45. And they look like they're going 41 miles, 45 miles. You got some Orlando to Orlando, 23 miles, paying $45. And I'm seeing everything up here from Chevy Malibus. You got some Silverados at $45. You got a Tahoe, wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take that Silverado, not for that cheap. Those are all Orlando to Sanford. You got some two Orlandos to Orlandos up here. They're $45 a piece. One is a Sierra 2500. Definitely would not take that. That's a heavy vehicle and it has some real estate to it. Matter of fact, both of them are Sierra 2500s. So they want you to take two Sierra 2500s for 23 miles. That's going to be a total of $90, and it's paying $1.96 a mile. Now it is over the threshold of that $1.50 per mile, but you're talking about two 2500s. Loading these up, they're heavy as crap. For $90, I would call and ask them for some more money because they can definitely give it to you. But may be worth it, to you. It is local. It is $90. They're probably picking up at the same place. But I don't know if it's, you know, I don't know. You have to make the decision once you get out there. If it was me, I wouldn't go take these for $45. Right here in the city of Greenville, I've done this many times. Greenville, Raleigh, I've done it in Kenley. Um, where I will go pick up at I think it's the Nissan dealership here, and the vehicle is going 3 miles down the road, and it's paying $90. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, based off what I've done in the past, it wouldn't be worth it to me to take that heavy vehicle for $45, 23 miles. I've done some Amazon vehicles in Texas. I stayed in Texas almost 3 or 4 days moving Amazon vehicles because they were paying $200 a piece. And some of these vans were only going 8 miles down the road, and they're paying $200. So this right here, based off what I've done, it wouldn't be worth it to me. All right, so we're gonna skip this page because all of those are Orlando to Sanford, except for those two. They're all $45 a piece. You got some Chevy Express vans that they're trying to get moved, $45. I wouldn't move those either. Those are heavy and they take up real estate. If you got a 3-car hauler, you can only get two of those up there, unless the one that I had, it was 52 a wedge. It was 52 feet, and then I have the low profile trailer as well. But the wedge could probably fit two vans and a car up there. But in this case right here, or possibly three vans. But it's not worth it for $45. It's not worth your time. To me, it's not, based off what I've done again. All right, so the third page is going to be much of the same, with the exception of these are Orlando to Orlando, except for these right here at the top. Again, they're all $45. All right, so these Orlandos to Orlandos, I'm looking at about all these next 8. They're $45. You got a Chevy Silverado, wouldn't take it. You got a GMC Yukon, wouldn't take it. A GMC Sierra 1500. This one, hold on, I skipped one. All right, so 2024 GMC Yukon. This is Orlando to Orlando. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is $45. It's going 9 miles down the road, so it's paying $5 a mile. That I would take. But if you look at this one, where was it at? No, so okay, all of these are different. So on this page, we'll go over these because I would take these. The one on the other page was 45, and it was $1.07, $1.07 a mile. Hold on for a second, I got a call coming in. I'm gonna put this on pause real quick. All right, I'm back. There was a parent calling about another kid meeting up with my daughter today. Can't be too careful sending your kids out with folks because this is a crazy world nowadays. But so these are different. As I was saying from the ones while ago, this is a 2024 GMC Yukon. It's paying $45, 9 miles, and it's $5 per mile. The next one is the 2024 GMC Sierra 1500. It's paying $45, 9 miles, $5 per mile. It starts to dwindle down just a little bit here because of the mileage. I'm assuming it's going to a different dealership, right? $45, 11 miles, and it's $4.09 a mile on another Sierra 1500. All of these are brand new. And you have 1, 2, 3 Sierras listed after that, paying $4.09 per mile, $45, 11 miles. Then you have a Chevrolet Silverado. It's $45 and it's paying $4 a mile. So you get the gist. And those are Orlando. All of these are Orlando. It's probably maybe what 20 of those posted, I think. Um, it switches up just a little bit right here. Um, let's see here. So you got Orlando to Orlando. It's a 2024 Chevy Silverado. That's the same thing, but this one is 8 miles, so it's probably going to the same dealership. They're just posting it different. This one is different. It's a 2021 24 Chevy Silverado. It's going a little bit further, 20 miles, but it's paying $45. So this one is down to $2.25 a mile. Would you rather go the 9 miles or the 8 miles for $5, or would you rather go the 20 miles for $45 at $2.25 a mile? Is what you have to ask yourself. Um, Another Orlando to Orlando. This is 2023. It's $64. Or a Sierra 1500 is $64, $9 a mile. So this one is a little more, $7.11 a mile. And then you come back down to those around $2 prices. All right, so we'll skip those because all those are Orlando. Orlando, you got some more, or these are Orlando to Sanford. There's a 2024 Chevy Malibu. There's a 24 Chevy Malibu again. Both of those are picking up in Orlando going to Sanford. $45. It's 41 miles, $1.10 a mile. You have to decide whether it's worth it to you. Well, they got three of them posted. Hold on, let me count it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So they got seven of those posted at $45, 41 miles, and $1.10 a mile. Those are Chevy Malibus. Switch up to some Cadillacs, Orlando to Orlando again. So in that Orlando area, man, United Road has a ton of these vehicles. They're $45. Some of them are, most of them are paying $4.09 a mile. Some are $5 a mile. And these are even better because these are like a Buick Enclave. This is a Cadillac Lyric. You got the Malibus up here. I would prefer to take these versus taking those heavier vehicles, the Silverados um, or those Super Duties. But right now, man, if you're in Orlando, these are posted. When were these posted? Let's see. So these were posted on the 8th, which was yesterday, and the desired pickup date is today. If you're in Orlando right now, man, you can get out there and kill it right now with these local runs. That's if you got a 2 or 3 car hauler. Now, if you're a 1 car hauler, then you can still kill it. But I would take these 9 mile trips versus taking those 41 miles and 20 miles trip. But with a 1 car hauler, you can get out there and kill it too. You can go back and forth, 45, 45. And when you call United Road, um, you know, here's a tip for the 1 car haulers. I wouldn't, if I was you in particular, just tell them that I have a 1 car hauler. What I would do for United Road, if you knew somebody that had like a 3 car hauler or somebody that could send you a picture or something of that nature, of a dually and like a longer trailer, a 2 car trailer or a 3 car trailer, a longer profile trailer. I if you're not on the road, I don't think they require you to send them a picture of your setup. But some of these companies, they do require you to send a picture of your setup. I would get a picture from somebody and send that to them. If you could hook your truck up to the trailer, or just back it up, or just send them a picture of your trailer, I would send them that if you could. That way, like these vehicles, if I called United Road, I would get every last one of these things at one time, right? I would tell them, hey, send every last one of them to me, and I'm going to get them done throughout the day. And I've done that before where I think this was with I've done it with a service with different companies like that, where I think New had 24 vans posted up there at one point in time. And I told them to send every last one of them to me. And for the next day or two, that's what we did. We ran vans back and forth, and there was an Amazon van, so that was a pretty good payout. But that's what I would do. Now, if you let them know that you got a one car hauler, they might not be interested in sending all those at one point in time. So I would definitely do that because, loading up three of these and taking them 9 miles, then shooting straight back. I mean, because 9 miles, if it's no need to try to find a back haul. Just shoot straight back and pick up the other. You know what I mean? Let me make sure this microphone is working. Yeah, it is, because I would be pissed to have done all this talking and it wasn't. Let's go to page 4 and see if we can get some out of state stuff real quick. United Road, they're listed up here again. Uh, just killing it. And I forgot to mention that this is only within a 50-mile radius of Orlando, Florida. So hopefully we'll get to some. Again, this is Orlando to Orlando. They got these $45, and I'm on page 4 now. They got these $45. They're still looking for down $5.63, $2. Um, but we're gonna go through these. Orlando to Sanford. Um, that's another thing you gotta look at. Do you want to take these Orlando to Sanfords? And that's what kind of pisses me off with some of these brokers, man. You could put Orlando to Orlando for 9 miles for $45, but you're gonna put another one up here that's 42 miles away, $45 for a 2023 Chevy Express, right? And this is a van. It makes no sense, their logic and what they're posting. But you'll have somebody to jump up here and be like, "Oh, let me get that Orlando to Sanford," and you skip all over the Orlando to Orlando, paying $5. It's like I say often, I would rather run 100 miles and get paid $500 than to run 500 miles and get paid, you know, get paid $5 a mile to run 100 miles than to get paid $1 a mile to run 500 miles. You're getting paid the same, but what makes more sense? So, all right, let's see if we can find some out of states real quick. Um, come on, find me something. Okay, we got Orlando to Riverview, Florida. This is a little different. It's not United Road. This is Boca Logistics, 2014 Ford Focus. Little baby, you barely even feel it back there. It's $150, 83 miles, and it's paying $1.81 a mile. I would definitely jump on that one. You got Orlando to Okie, is that Okeechobee? Okeechobee. Super Duty. I would take this. It is a 2061. Oh, Jesus Christ. 2024 Ford Super Duty. It's $261, 111 miles, and it's paying $2.35 a mile. They have two of those posted up there. I would take both of those. It'll be heavy, but at the same time, the same token, I mean, with both of them, you're looking at 16,000 and what, about 300, a little under 300 pounds, 16,300 pounds. Should be able to scale those. Then you come to this stupidity right here, 2024 F-250, Orlando to Sebring, Florida, paying $99, 92 miles. I wouldn't touch it nowhere. They have to give me more money. Hopefully these are some out of states. Again, if you see, these are mostly Florida to Florida. And shucks, they have no out of state ones up here for that 50-mile radius, but I'll run through some of these real quick. I'm going to skip over this. Well, all of them are United Roads except for these at the bottom. 2023 Rivian RS1. Now, this may be a person selling to a person. I've taken a few Rivians before. Don't know if you know what they are. They are electric vehicles. The company makes trucks, little smaller pickup trucks, all electric, and they make SUVs, the shorter version and a longer version. The ones that I've taken before, I've picked up in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Um, you pick them up from the dealership. They are made to order. They're not like regular dealerships where they just have them sitting around ready available. You can drive up on the dealership and get it. They are made to order. Last I checked, you had to order them, and they are a year out from production. You get them a year later after you order them. You pay for them once they are ready. Um, to pick them up, you go to wherever the dealership is that they have. They have the vehicle already there on location. Where it got transported from their plant to that location. Then they find another transporter to take it to the actual home. When you take it, you can't just go to the home, drop it off. What they do is they fly a representative out. That representative goes to the home with you, so you have to wait until they are in town, and usually it's next day, and meet up with them, so that that representative can run the customer through the vehicle as far as the programming their phone to the car, because they can use their phone as a key and so on and so on. So you have to, those are a little, I don't want to say they're a headache. Those are a little difficult to deal with. Another thing, realize like their pickup trucks is completely electric. And batteries are heavy. So that truck is about 7,000 pounds. I didn't pay attention to that when I first went and picked up some. I had two that I had to deliver, and those bad boys were heavy. They're 7,000 something pounds a piece. So make sure you pay attention to that if you're dealing with the Rivians. But this one in particular is from Reunion, Florida to Jacksonville, Florida. It's a 2023 Rivian RS1, paying $235. It's 175 miles for $1.34 per mile. You can get more for that. I'm sure that company is getting paid a lot more money than that. 2017 Ford Escape, Winter Garden, Florida to Sanford, Florida, is $45, 41 miles, $1.10 per mile. Then you have a 1968 Buick Skylark, Winter Garden, Florida to Fort Pierce, Florida. It's $150, 129 miles, and it's $1.16 per mile. Now they don't have anything up here. I know you asked about Florida, about Georgia and South Carolina. So what I will do is maybe put in, let's see, 100-mile radius real quick, and let's see if we get anything going out of, let's clear Florida out and see if we got anything going out of town. So putting in that 100-mile radius, you got a 2016 GMC Terrain, RPM Freight. That's a big company. If you can get with them, get with them. It's $500, 413 miles, and it's $1.21 per mile. That's going from Bunale, Florida to Atlanta, Georgia. You got a 2015 BMW M3, Palm Bay, Florida to South Congaree, South Carolina, and is $670, 464 miles, $1.44 a mile. That's not bad. You got a 2011 Toyota RAV4 from St. Augustine, Florida to Beaufort, South Carolina. It is $224.28, dollar per mile pretty much, because it's 224 miles. And then you have another United Road from Tampa to Tifton, Georgia. It's a 2024 Chevrolet Silverado, $310, 278 miles, and it's $1.12 a mile. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that they have going within a 100-mile radius of Orlando to South Carolina and to Georgia. Could be the time of the year, but again, man, going into Florida, man, Florida is hell to get out of in many aspects, whether you're doing freight or whether you're doing vehicles. So, I didn't expect it to be a lot coming out, but for what they do have coming out, it's paying pretty good. So in the video, you've seen a lot of vehicles posted for United Road. Matter of fact, they took up most of all the pages. And what normally happens is most of these are newer vehicles. What has probably happened is there has been a boat to come in with a ton of vehicles on it. And most of them look like they were Chevrolets. So they got a boat to come in, they got a ton of vehicles on it, and in many aspects, they take a lot of those vehicles out of there by train. And some of them, because if you notice, none of them, I don't think, were port pickups. They didn't appear to be from the area that it's in, of course, in Orlando, because the ports are going to probably be on the outer edges, of course, of Florida. So what has happened probably is the boat came in, the trains have brought them from the port to the station somewhere near the Orlando area, or to some lots that they have there, and the transporter is picking them up from there, taking them out, which is why they have so many of the vehicles listed. Um, so I hope that helps you out. Grand Deluxe. I'm gonna just call you Deluxe. Deluxe. I hope that helps you out. And what's up here? Maybe we can revisit this in about a week, to see if anything has changed. You know, right now Christmas time is coming, so things are, going to slow down. And I'm sure they already have slowed down. Other than people that are buying vehicles for the holidays, but that's not everybody that are buying vehicles for the holidays. So things are slowed down a little bit right now, especially in this season and during this time of the year. And of course, they should pick up later when tax season hit. Everybody want to go buy them a car and all this good stuff. But hopefully that helps you out, Deluxe. If you have any more, man, just hit me up. And I'm trying to stay on these videos because I went a very long period doing some other stuff where I wasn't on these videos at all. So I'm trying to stay on these videos this time. I'm trying to have a quicker turnaround when you request a video to post it and to put it up. Would have did some videos yesterday, but I had to do some stuff with my children. I have 7 children, and of course I'm raising them on my own. So that's a whole nother story within itself. But raising them, I'm trying to be an active parent in their life, be active in their schooling. My boys, I have 3 boys and 4 girls. My boys are in homeschool. My girls are going to be in homeschool at the end of this 2024 school year. So, it can get real busy from children to trying to, and you still got to keep the enterprise going with the other things that I do. So I haven't made videos in a while. So I'm trying to stay on top of them this time, though. That's my goal. All right, enough of me rambling. If you have any more, man, just hit me up. I got you covered. All right, bye.